which means there is no creative block. You're just not reading. And that's an input problem. So, outside of being a filmmaker and a DJ, I educate artists on how to write their scripts, level up their skill sets, use what they have to create their own work, and step fully into their power as artistpreneurs. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why you are not creatively blocked. You're just not reading any literature. Class is now in session. A lot of people underestimate the power of reading and what it does to the expansion of the mind. Reading should be a ritual and a regular practice. Literature is where real knowledge is learned, and creative expression is where that knowledge is applied. But because people don't read, they find anything to do with creative expression intimidating. Social media can be helpful, fun, engaging, and entertaining, but it can be dangerous when it is the main source of input. Now, what does this have to do with your artistry? Everything. Your input matches your output. Many artists struggle with creative blocks. They see a blank canvas and they fold. Many writers struggle with writer's block. They see a blank page and they're at a loss for words. But it isn't because they don't have anything to say. It's because they haven't developed the skill of using language. But writer's block comes from not knowing how to use those words to translate, describe, or convey. And that is a result of having a limited vocabulary and not enough time reading or in self-reflection, which means there is no creative block. You're just not reading. And that's an input problem. Now, everything is already created in the black space. The black space is the internet, YouTube, TV, movies, any space where an idea has been manifested and published for a mass audience to see. Many artists focus entirely on the black space for ideas and inspiration, when in fact, ideas come from the white space. The white space is the area of innovation where ideas are thought of, cultivated, and made. When you read, you will realize just how much white space there really is. How so? Because whatever you're reading, there will be something in that book you haven't heard of before, that you didn't know existed before you read it. An ideology, a theme, an opinion, a perception. And from there, you get a light bulb moment. That light bulb moment activates an idea for a script, a song, a picture you want to take. In other words, what you put in, meaning you, creatively comes out. Now, the creation of art is a conversation between yourself and the divine, and it talks to you through ideas, intuitive nudges, and light bulb moments. When that happens, it is the highest form of euphoria you can experience. It is real dopamine. When you hear someone say, "I'm tuned in, turned on, and tapped in," that's what they mean. Now, whatever that thing is that you don't want to do, that indirectly leads you to being more creative or helps you connect the dots, do it. Because it's helping you with the entire pie. And art isn't just about the slices. It's about the entire universe that you are creating. When a book is made into a movie, how many times have you heard someone say, "I like the book more"? There are several reasons why that happens. I'll tell you one. Authors use words in a way that sucks its audience into the universe the characters exist in. Their internal conflicts, their doubts, their thoughts. You're imagining the characters and their universes with your mind, and that feels intimate, seductive, and personable. Imagine someone saying that about your work. You suck them in. You seduce them with your words, your painting, your song, your script, your book. They can't stop thinking about your work. They can't get your universe out of their heads. Don't be confused. Reading is not irrelevant. It makes a world of a difference. So I love book recommendations. So go ahead and drop in the comments below what book you read as a child or as an adult that sucked you into its magical universe. I'll see you all next time. Ciao.